Today, I am finally answering your juiciest, most asked pregnancy questions. We're not holding back in this video today, okay? I'm gonna give you all the tea. I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm sorry in advance if it's TMI, but you asked for it, so here we go. First, let's cover some basic info. I am pregnant. Duh. I announced it on Instagram. The announcement video is really cute. If you want to see it, you should go see it. I also kind of covered a lot of info in the pregnancy announcement vlog that I did here on my channel. So if you want to see that as well, damn, these birds are being crazy. If you want to go see that, you can go see that on my channel. But some basic info before we get into the Q&A. I am currently 24 weeks at the time of filming this video. My due date is in early May. So whenever you're watching this, I might have given birth already, or maybe I haven't, whatever. I found out September, like at the beginning of September. I was literally 4 weeks and a few days when I found out, and I will get into how I found out, and that was really funny in this video. We do already know the gender. I know you guys are gonna probably ask that. I want to know that right away. We do have a little gender reveal up on Instagram video right here. It's also here on YouTube Shorts, so you can check it out to see the gender of the baby. So let's get into all of your questions. So I tried to pick the most asked questions from the Instagram question box, and also a few questions that I had gotten in my DMs about the pregnancy. Okay, guys. Okay, first most asked question that everybody wanted to know was this planned? And if I was using contraception, did it fail? I love how everybody wants to know this, but I guess TST. So the answer is no. This was absolutely not planned. I know that I'm married and I'm almost 30. I know that. And everyone's probably like,
Vicky, you should be ready for a baby. What are you doing?
I did not emotionally feel ready. I always said I wanted to start trying to have kids when I was closer to 35, maybe 33, 34, etc. I know for a lot of people that seems like so old, but like, we're in the 21st century. Relax, you know? There was a lot of things I wanted to do with my business and more traveling I wanted to do before having a baby. And that was just never in the roadmap. You know, I wanted to spend at least 3-4 years married without a baby. So it was definitely not planned. I haven't been on birth control since I was like 20 something, because birth control really wreaked havoc on my body. Any kind of hormones were just like not good for my body. It was just not a good option for me. So for the past like 2 years, I was using a calendar app. So I was just basically tracking when I was fertile and when I wasn't, and just avoiding anything on the days that I was fertile or in my fertile window. So this summer we traveled a lot to Europe. There was a lot of time changes, and I guess the app, or maybe I got confused because of the time change, and like I just didn't realize what week it was. I didn't think I was in my fertile window. So then, you know, consummation happened, and I realized the day after when I checked the app, I was like, oh, I was kind of in my fertile window, but it wasn't like right there on ovulation day. It was like around it. And I thought to myself, it's gonna be fine because it's not a big deal. Like, you know, people don't really get pregnant on the first try, whatever. It's fine. I'm not gonna take a plan B, whatever. And on top of that, I was getting my iron infusion around the same time, which delays your period. 4 weeks later, when my period was delayed a little bit by like 3 or 4 days, I was like, oh yeah, it's the iron infusion that has delayed my period, because I'm usually very on time. So when I took that pregnancy test, girl, it's actually the second question. So we're gonna get to that right now. How did I feel when I found out? So girl, you want to see my reaction video? I'm gonna play it for you guys right now. I also posted this on Instagram. It's really funny. Yeah, I think you can tell that I was in shock and in denial, because again, I just took it as like a, let me just take it just in case. And I set up the phone to film because it's like a thing you just do every time I've taken a pregnancy test in the past. When I thought I had a little scare or whatever, I always just film it because I'm like, just in case, you know, like it was just like muscle memory, especially being like a content creator and stuff. I was not expecting to see that shit be positive. Like I was literally like, it's literally the definition of fuck around and find out. So my reaction was shock. I spent around the first week in shock, like in denial. I cried a lot, and it's not because, oh my God, I don't want this pregnancy. Like inside I did feel like, oh my God, it's a baby with the person I love. I was excited for it, but it just felt so scary, right? Because I wasn't expecting it. Like I didn't feel mentally prepared for it in my life, I feel like I am prepared for it. Like I'm in a financial position, I'm in a relationship that's so healthy, like I'm ready for a baby. But mentally, it was just a shock, you know? So the shock wore off after about a week, and then I slowly just accepted it and I started feeling happy. And right now I'm at a phase where I'm like so excited for that. Like it feels like, okay, the timing was perfect. Like the universe knows what it's doing. You know, I'm so excited for this baby. And then when I told Johnny, his initial reaction, he was like also in disbelief because I woke him up, but I was literally crying in tears. So his initial reaction was like, are you okay? Like, what is going on? But he was just happy. Like he's a lot less like anxious than I am, so he's just ready for anything. I'm the one that's like, oh my god, everything's gonna change and this is so scary. What the hell? Blah blah blah. So yeah, we're over that now though. Now we're good. We're happy. We're excited. Next question: did I have any morning sickness or nausea? Yes, girl. Whew. Listen, weeks 6 through 9, it was a 3-week period where I felt like I was gonna die. Okay, I felt like I was dying. It was really bad. I didn't throw up once, but I was really nauseous and I couldn't eat. I lost weight. It was horrible. So when that went away, oh, I started eating so good, and I'm just so grateful not to be in that time now. But it was definitely a stressful time. I didn't work out at all during those 3 weeks. I was just basically laying in bed and like praying for it to go away. It did go away eventually, but that was rough. Have I had any cravings or aversions? So when I was really, really nauseous, the only thing I could stomach was fruit. So I was eating acai bowls like 3 times a week. I was eating a lot of fruit. I would eat crackers here and there, but like anything else, I just couldn't. Like anything salty, I just was like, ugh, no. Right now, currently at 25 weeks in the 2nd trimester, I'm eating pretty much everything. The only aversion I'm having right now is like red meat. I can have a burger, but it's like a piece of steak or like I don't know why, like it just gives me the ick. And also like sometimes eggs give me the ick. I do still have them, but I'm a little bit more like, I don't know, like I don't know. I wouldn't really call it an aversion. It's just like 2 little things that make me feel like about them. Next question is, how have my workouts changed? So I am planning on making a full-length video on this because it depends when you're asking me, right? Like my 1st trimester, 2nd trimester, depending what week I'm in, it's going to be very, very different. But my workouts have changed quite a bit. I'm not running as much as I did before. I was never really a runner. I didn't run that much, but I would run at least once or twice a week for my mental health. And now with like, I'm having a lot of tailbone pain with the pregnancy because of like the belly growing and stuff, and running kind of makes it worse. I've tried wearing pregnancy support belts, but like it's just not the same. That's been kind of difficult. And also I'm still doing weighted workouts, but the intensity is way less intense and like way less frequent. So yes, my workouts have changed. I'm still staying active, but not as much as before because my body's currently growing a baby and growing an organ because the placenta is a whole organ, and it's just a lot. Your body's going through a lot, so you need a lot more rest. And I'm just like doing what feels right and listening to my body, you know? Which leads to the next question that I got from a lot of people, especially my girls that were part of the app. What's going to happen to Daily Thrive? So Daily Thrive, if you don't know, it's my workout app. We upload new workouts every single Monday. I'm still filming for the app. I filmed a bunch of I filmed a bunch of workouts in my 1st trimester. You guys just didn't know I was pregnant. It was like a little sneaky workouts. And then I filmed some workouts just like 2 weeks ago where you can definitely see my bump. These are not specifically prenatal workouts. These are still workouts for everybody. I'm just doing them pregnant, but we are currently working on a prenatal program as well. So Daily Thrive will continue business as usual. Not really as usual because obviously I can't predict what's going to happen with my pregnancy if I have to like slow down or take some days off or not work out as much anymore. But I'm trying to pre-film more workouts on the days that I feel good. So that I have new content for you guys always going live. But we are working on a prenatal program, which will be done probably after I give birth because we're going to do like the 2nd and the 3rd trimester as I'm going through it. And we're going to work on a postpartum program as well. But I want to make sure I'm doing everything through it with you guys. And we are working with a prenatal PT to ensure everything is safe. And she's going to, be part of the program too. So I'm really excited for that. What other symptoms have I felt so far? Oh, this could be a whole video on like pregnancy symptoms that I was not expecting to have. One of them is lightning crotch. Nobody tells you about this, but it feels like somebody took when you're in elementary school and you have those pranks where someone gives you a piece of gum, but it's actually an electric shock. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it feels like that, but like to your vagina randomly. Okay. that happens, I guess, when the baby's pressing on a specific nerve that just sends like a weird sensation, like electric shock to your crotch. It's really uncomfortable and really weird and really shocking. Other pregnancy symptoms I felt so far is the lower back pain, like especially at my tailbone. It's just like, that's really, like, if I don't sit on my special little butt pillow, it's called a caustics pillow. If I don't sit on that, like, my tailbone will be in so much pain. It's insane. I'm trying to think. What else? Oh, my skin has definitely changed. It's stabilized now, but in the first trimester, my skin was looking like straight ass. Like, you guys don't understand. It wasn't even like I was breaking out a lot, but it looked so flaky and dull, and any product that I would put on it would irritate my skin. Like, my skin would get so sensitive and so red. And even now, currently, I'm barely using skincare products. I'm using coconut oil, argan oil. I have like one good lotion, an oil cleanser. Like, it's basically just a bunch of oils. I cannot use anything like harsh or abrasive at all because my skin just panics and freaks out. And I'm sure it's all the hormonal changes that are causing that, but bruh, so annoying. Whatever. My hair is definitely growing more and fuller, I think. I can't think of any other symptoms right now, so I think that pretty much covers it for now. Obviously, I'm not in the third trimester yet. I'm sure when I get there, I'm gonna feel very different because the baby's gonna be a lot bigger, but we'll see. Give you an update on that. Next question is, do you have any baby names or have you decided yet? Okay, so we do have some baby names in mind. We're not going to share them with you. We're actually not even sharing them with friends and family other than like a few close people, just because I really don't give a shit about people's opinions. And when you tell people your baby names, they're like, oh, I don't like that, or I don't like this. Like, okay, don't name your baby that. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? So I'm just like avoiding that because I don't want to hear people's opinions. Frankly, I don't care, and I just want to keep it to myself. But we haven't decided on one specific name yet. We have one name that's like a front runner, another one that we like, but we want to wait for the baby to be born so we could see the baby and be like, oh, this name suits you. I feel like until I see my baby, I won't be able to be like, this is your name. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see them. I need to see them. It's kind of like when you get a pet. Maybe that's not a good comparison. But when you get a pet, it's like you have to see them first and see like what they look like, what they feel like. Even as a newborn, I feel like I'll get a feeling of what I should name them. So yeah, we have like a top 3, and we're gonna like see how we feel about that. Next question, am I gonna move or get a bigger place? Thank you for asking this question, because that is what I'm going through right now. We sold our condo in Miami Beach. We had a 2-bedroom condo, and a 2-bedroom condo would have been great just to have a baby, but the problem is that we work from home. We have our office from home. We run Daily Thrive from home. We need a separate office space, and also like living in that neighborhood was just really, really expensive. And with a baby coming, like, you just don't know what to expect in the future. We wanted to just play it safe, so we sold the condo and we moved to a bigger place. We moved to a townhouse in a little bit of a more affordable area in Miami, and we are currently remodeling that townhouse. So right now I'm actually living in my parents' house. Yep. I would have never thought I'd be pregnant and living with my parents, but here we are. But we're currently remodeling the townhouse, and it's just a crazy time right now. There's a lot of moving pieces, but I'm really excited because it's a really big townhouse. There's definitely enough space for us, for the baby, to run our business, to film outside my workouts and everything. So I'm really excited, and I am going to be kind of like documenting the remodel process to show you guys, because like I love that stuff. It's really fun for me, so hopefully you enjoy it too. But yeah, we are currently moving. All of our stuff is in storage right now, so hopefully in a month, like the remodelings are happening right now, hopefully in a month it'll be done and we can move there. Next question, is it mentally challenging seeing your body change? So I'm gonna say no. It has been mentally challenging having to adjust my workouts, just because I feel like I relied on them a lot for my mental health, especially as someone who has anxiety, and I've had like panic disorders in the past. Running is really what has saved me during a lot of times of anxiety before, and now that I can't run as much and I have to run less, it's been a little bit difficult. And like just working out less in general has been more difficult for my mental health, because I feel like I have a lot of pent-up energy that I want to use on things and I can't. But seeing my actual body change, I feel like hasn't really impacted my mental health, just because I know that like this is a temporary change. I know what everyone says, oh, your body's never the same after kids. Listen, it's BS. Okay, plenty of people bounce back, get back to whatever they want. Like that, to me, that's not a big deal. And I know that my body is changing also because I'm growing a human, and that's just like a beautiful thing. So it hasn't been a biggie for me. It has been a lot of my mental health to like, I also have a little bit of health anxiety. So being pregnant makes you so much more vulnerable to things. Like just this past week, I went to the emergency room because I had a kidney infection. I was in really bad pain and I had to get on antibiotics. Like it's just like having a constant unknown. And like always wondering, oh, this thing that I'm feeling, is this normal? Is this not? Should I worry? Should I not? That has been a little bit challenging for my mental health. But yeah, seeing my body change not so much. That leads me to the next question, which someone asked, how is mental health during pregnancy? Like, how has my mental health been? And you know what? Like, this is kind of crazy, but I kind of feel like pregnancy fixed me. And like, hear me out. For a long time, have suspected, even through my therapy sessions and stuff, that a lot of my mental health problems, like a lot of my anxiety and sometimes some depressive episodes have come from hormones. Like, because of the timing of it, the fluctuations, it's not like it happens every month. There's like a certain pattern that I noticed and I feel like it was hormonal. So obviously when you're pregnant, you don't have those same hormonal fluctuations as your periods. And I just feel like I've been so much more stable. Yes, of course, I can be irritable sometimes. Like sometimes I get pregnancy brain and I forget things, or I'm a little bit more snappy. But overall, I feel more stable. I don't have those crazy roller coaster ups and downs that I had with PMS. So it's very interesting to think about that. Even with all the health anxiety and anxiety that has come with having a baby, I still feel a little bit more, you know? So I need to figure out how to keep this vibe going after I have a baby, because like I'm actually enjoying the stability a little bit. It's been good. Maybe it's also something about like knowing that I'm about to become a mom and I literally don't have a choice but to have my shit together, because I'm going to be someone's mother. Like I can't be raging every single day. I need to be good. But also as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I started therapy right away because I was like, I need this. And therapy definitely helps a lot. Like 10/10 recommend, even if you're not pregnant, just therapy is good for everybody, but especially if you're going through a big life change, like therapy is literally life-saving. And then last question I have here is stretch marks and what I've been doing for them, because a lot of people ask that. From my personal research on stretch marks, it seems that the scientific consensus is that they are mostly genetic. So there isn't really people are going to claim that there are things you can do about stretch marks because they're going to try to sell you some cream or something. Apparently it's just genetic, so no amount of cream that you put on will really affect it that much. I mean, don't take my word for it. This is just like what I've read. So I'm not really doing much for stretch marks. Whenever my skin does feel tight or itchy, I put on some coconut oil. I did buy this like bio oil on Amazon. This one that a lot of people recommended. I don't really like the smell of it though. It smells a little, some people like it. Some of my friends love the smell. To me, it's just a little, ugh. I prefer coconut oil. Another thing I want to mention is, as I've been doing my pregnancy workouts, obviously I've had to size up for my activewear. Okay, I didn't buy any pregnancy or prenatal specific activewear. I've just sized up for my woman's best activewear. So actually right now I'm wearing a woman's best romper, one piece, whatever. This is an extra small and it still fits because it's very stretchy, but really I should start sizing up. In these clips, I'm wearing a size medium for the leggings and they fit really good. Specifically, the Essential collection is really nice and stretchy. So that one, the extra small, I was wearing that up until like a month ago. Now, obviously I need to size up to a small or even maybe a medium just to be a little bit more comfortable as I keep growing more. And these rompers that I'm wearing have been like my lifesaver because I'm so lazy to even like think about what to wear during pregnancy, and these are just so comfy and easy to put on. So yeah, that's from Woman's Best, and I do have a code with them. It's Vicky. You can use that code at checkout and it saves you some money if you want to shop. I've been wearing Woman's Best for like 10 years. Not 10 years, like 7. So obviously I love them. Okay, so I think that I covered basically all the most frequently asked questions, or the ones I saw in my DMs and things the most. If I missed anything, please let me know down in the comments below. I can do a part 2 if you want to know something more specific, and I will be making a video more specifically on workouts and how I've been working out like while pregnant, like doing a little vlog and also showing you how I eat and stuff. I'm also posting about this on my fitness page on Vicky Justiz Fitness. That's where I post like my workouts and my diet, and very like wellness specific things go here. And then of course my regular Instagram is where I post about my life day to day, how I'm feeling about the pregnancy, how the baby is growing, like outfits that I'm wearing, because girl, finding outfits while my belly grows has been hard because I don't want to buy like things that I can only wear while pregnant. So yeah, definitely check it out on Instagram and let me know if you have any other questions. All right guys, so that was today's Q&A. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, that's my life. What's that audio?
Oh, that's my life. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it because I know I did.
Make sure you are subscribed to see more updates on my life. the pregnancy, workouts, whatever. And I will see you all at the next video, or on Instagram if you follow me. Follow me. It'll make me so happy. Okay? Okay. Bye!